there, Shawna Karrasch here with an Ask Shawna answer. And this is a quick one. This is from Judy, and she says, what do you use as food reward? My horse tends towards laminitis, so I have to be very careful with what I feed him and not to overfeed. This is a good question because this is really, you know, when you're feeding, you have to be careful what you're feeding your horse. So now you can use all kinds of things for a food reinforcement depending on your horse, his diet, his needs, his laminitis, his insulin resistance, whatever he needs, and some are just prone to overweight. So you can use whatever your horse likes. And really, they're the ones that are the value, that determine the value for that. A lot of times these horses who don't really get a lot of the sweeter, funner, treaty things are very happy with things that some horses might find very bland because they don't get as much. So you can use hay replacer pellets if they eat those and like those. You can use some of their food from the day. So whatever you feed them, you can take a little bit of that out and use it for, or even you can use all of it. Just say, I'm going to do a training session at dinner time, and I'll use that, and that's where they'll get that, and or whatever it might be. So you can use some of the food they're already eating. You can use some of the food you've allocated for them. You can use hay replacer pellets. You can use carrots, sweet potato, whatever your horse likes. Sweet potato is a new one I found that's really good for our horses' stomachs. Anyway, so pick something. You can find something that works within there, and there's a lot of feeds that they have that are all fluff. They're very flavorful, but there's not really a lot behind them. So kind of experiment a little bit. Maybe talk to your feed store and find out something that would work within your horse's means. I find, as a general rule, when I'm going to do a session like at an expo or something, and and I don't know the horse, and they're going to be in a place that might be really challenging for them, I have found every single horse under the sun that I have worked responds very well to Purina's Equine Senior. And it's a low sugar, low starch food, but it's very highly palatable because the horses, because it's for older horses who may not have great teeth, may not care about food so much anymore, so you want them to like it. It breaks down very quickly because of that teeth issue. So I like that it dissolves in their mouth. So that's what I like to use as my go-to thing. Some people like to use treats, some people, but I really do, I do kind of vary it for what that horse's needs might be. So that is kind of up to you and your horse and figuring out. Sometimes it takes some experimenting to find out what he likes or what he responds to. Sometimes I'll respond to one better than the other. So I like to kind of figure out what will be the highest value for your horse. Anyway, Judy, I hope that helps you out. And if you have more questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me at AskShawna.com. Until next time, enjoy getting your horse on target.